Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Hello and welcome back to Screen Hollywood, where we go behind the curtain to get you the real story. If you're new here, hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to visit and bookmark our news website at screenhollywood.com, where we release all the latest entertainment news first. Today we need to talk about Marvel. And we need to ask a question that has been baffling us here at the channel for months. A question that seems to fly in the face of all logic, recent history, and basic business sense. That question is, why on earth has Marvel made yet another Fantastic Four movie? Yes, you heard me right. In July 2025, Marvel Studios is placing a massive multi-$100 million bet on a franchise that has time and time again proven to be cinematic kryptonite. And frankly, we're stunned they've decided to go down this road again, especially now. There has been no groundswell of demand for this. No fan campaigns, no deafening roar from the audience begging for a new Reed Richards and Sue Storm. Sure, there's a dedicated fringe fan base for the comics, and we respect that. But for the general movie-going public, there's been complete and utter silence. Marvel seems to be operating under the illusion that if they build it, the audience will come. But as we're about to break down, this isn't a field of dreams. This is a cinematic minefield. To understand our bafflement, you first have to take a quick, painful trip down memory lane. Let's look at the cinematic track record of Marvel's first family. To put it mildly, it's a graveyard of good intentions. It all started back in 1994 with the legendary, unreleased Roger Corman-produced film. Made on a shoestring budget purely to keep the rights, it was never even intended for theatrical release. It's a fascinating, campy disaster piece that set a strange, cursed precedent. Then came the first real attempt in 2005. With a pre-Captain America Chris Evans as the Human Torch, the film and its 2007 sequel, Rise of the Silver Surfer, were fine? They made some money, but they were critically mauled. They were goofy, lightweight, and felt more like a Saturday morning cartoon than a blockbuster event. They failed to capture the imagination of the public in the way Sam Raimi's Spider-Man or even the early X-Men films did. They came, they went, and they were mostly forgotten. And then came 2015, the reboot, Josh Trank's Fan Four-Stick. This wasn't just a flop, this was a legendary cautionary tale, a film so famously troubled, so critically reviled, and so financially disastrous that it became a Hollywood punchline. It sits at a horrifying 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was a dark, joyless, cynical mess that killed the franchise dead in its tracks. So, after 3 distinct failed attempts across 30 years, any sane studio would look at this property and say, you know what? Maybe this one just doesn't work on the big screen. But not Marvel. And that brings us to the why now part of the equation, which is the most insane part of all. Marvel is not the unstoppable titan it was when Endgame grossed nearly $3 billion. The studio is in a state of crisis. They are in a post-Endgame slump that has seen them lose billions in potential revenue at the box office. The Marvels was a historic bomb. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was a critical and financial disappointment. The audience is fatigued, the quality has been inconsistent, and the quote must-see magic of the MCU has vanished. So, in this vulnerable, precarious state, with their back against the wall, what's their big idea? To resurrect the one property that has a perfect 100% failure rate in live action. It's like a gambler who's down thousands deciding to bet their last dollar on the same horse that has lost every single race it's ever run. It is baffling. The excitement and build-up for this film, which they've tentatively titled The Fantastic Four: First Steps, is dangerously low. General audiences are not talking about it. The buzz is non-existent. And to make matters 1,000 times worse, Marvel has chosen to release this film in July of 2025. What else is happening in July of 2025? Oh, nothing much. Just the single most anticipated superhero movie in years, James Gunn's Superman. Let's be blunt. Everyone, and I mean everyone, will be focused on the launch of the new DCU. The narrative is already set. James Gunn, the man who made gold for Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy, versus a struggling Kevin Feige, a fresh start for DC versus a tired franchise's riskiest bet. To release Fantastic Four in the same window as Superman is not just arrogant, it's suicidal. And it's not just Superman. 2025 is absolutely packed. You have a new Mission Impossible movie, Disney's live-action Lilo and Stitch, and the sci-fi epic Tron Ares. The box office is going to be a war zone, and Marvel is sending a soldier with a history of failure right into the thickest part of the fighting. To put it bluntly, Fantastic Four doesn't stand a chance.
So why does it keep failing? We have to face a hard truth. Despite talented casts, and the new one with Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, and Joseph Quinn is certainly talented, there is something about the Fantastic Four's core concept that simply does not translate well to the big screen. The family dynamic, the science-heavy exploration, the sometimes goofy Silver Age tone, it's hard to make it feel as urgent, as cool, or as compelling as a thunder god, a super soldier, or a billionaire in an iron suit. It's a fundamental problem that no one has managed to solve. And what has Marvel done to help their chances? They've made a creative decision that, in the current climate, feels like they're actively trying to hinder their own financial success. I'm talking about the casting of the incredible Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer. Now, in the comics, the Silver Surfer is Norrin Radd, a man. The version Julia Garner is playing is Shala Bal, a character who was Empress of Zenn-La and a love interest of Norrin Radd, but who is now being presented as a female version of the Surfer. Regardless of your personal feelings on this, it's a decision that has already ignited a firestorm of debate online. It's seen by a significant portion of the potential audience as an unnecessary sex swap of an iconic character. In a time when Marvel is already being accused of alienating its core audience, this feels like a completely unforced error. It's a move that guarantees a certain percentage of people will write the movie off before they even see a trailer. It's another obstacle they've placed in their own path. So, what's our prediction here at Screen Hollywood? The Fantastic Four, First Steps, might, against all odds, turn out to be an okay movie. Matt Shakman is a competent director, the cast is great, but okay is not going to cut it. This movie won't just be competing with Superman, it will be competing with its own cursed legacy. We predict it will absolutely not smash the box office. It faces an immense uphill battle to even make a profit, let alone be the hit Marvel desperately needs it to be. Marvel is taking its most failed IP in its most vulnerable state and launching it into the most competitive movie month in recent memory. It's a recipe for disaster. What do you think? Are we being too harsh? Do you think Marvel can finally break the curse, or is Fantastic Four doomed to be the MCU's next big flop? Let us know your brutally honest thoughts in the comments below. And if you appreciate the real, unfiltered take on Hollywood, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Screen Hollywood, and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss our future breakdowns. See you in the next one.